If you've ever eaten perfectly all day and then found yourself standing in the kitchen late at night, craving something sweet and wondering what's wrong with you, this video is for you. Because cravings are not a personal failure. They're not a lack of discipline, and they're not something that you need to fight. Cravings are communication. And once you understand what they're really saying, everything changes. Right now, more people than ever are dieting, tracking, restricting, and exercising, and yet rates of obesity, insulin resistance, inflammation, autoimmune disease, hormone imbalance, just general burnout continues to rise. So we have to ask ourselves a question. If dieting really worked, why are so many people still struggling? Really, why are they? And here's the part that matters deeply. For many people, dieting doesn't just fail. It makes them feel like they are the failure, like it was your fault when the diet didn't work. But the truth is, this isn't a discipline problem. It's a biology problem. We've been taught to work against our bodies instead of with them. Here's the shift most people never hear. You don't gain weight just because you eat too much. You overeat because your body isn't getting what it needs, and it keeps asking until it does. This is the central idea behind a book I read recently called Always Hungry. It's a great book. You should check it out. And it even explains why calorie-cutting, low-fat diets, and constant restriction almost always fail long-term. Your body isn't broken. It's not. It's responding intelligently to the environment that it's in. For decades, we were told, eat less, choose low fat, count calories, but calories don't tell the full story. A 200 calorie candy bar is not the same as 200 calorie serving of nuts. They send very different hormonal responses. Keep in mind, when fat was removed from food, sugar and refined starch replaced it, quietly changing insulin, hunger, and cravings. And low-fat diets, they didn't just make people lose weight. They didn't make people healthier. They actually made people hungrier. Let's talk about insulin and the craving loop. Insulin decides what your body does with energy. And when you eat refined carbohydrates like sugar, white flour, processed starches, blood sugar rises quickly and insulin spikes to move that blood sugar out of the bloodstream, and fat cells absorb it aggressively. Then comes the crash, and when blood sugar drops fast like that, your brain doesn't think, this is fine. It's thinking, we're running out of fuel. So hunger increases, cravings get louder, and metabolism slows. This is why foods like pastries, candies, cinnamon rolls, that's a family favorite actually, they don't just satisfy hunger. They often create the next craving. I mean, think about it. The last time you had that warm, gooey cinnamon roll for breakfast, before church, and before you even get home for lunch, you're starving. That's not weakness. That's physiology. But fat isn't the problem. Let's emphasize that. Fat doesn't make you fat. Repeated insulin spikes do. And healthy fat helps to slow digestion. It's going to stabilize your blood sugar, support hormones, and increase satiety, so you're not as hungry. That's why eating the right fats often helps people to eat less naturally without even forcing it. Now, as fat cells grow larger, they become stressed and oxygen deprived, and your immune system treats those stressed cells like an injury. Now, instead of a short response like you would normally get with an injury, attack, repair, rest, the immune system stays switched on, and this creates chronic inflammation. And that inflammation will worsen insulin resistance. It's going to keep sugar circulating in the blood. It's going to overload your liver and also exhaust the pancreas. So keep in mind, obesity is not just excess weight. It's immune and hormone dysregulation. Now, let's talk about why medication alone can't fix the root of this problem. I mean, medication can reduce symptoms at times, but it doesn't remove the signal that's telling your immune system to stay activated. So until insulin is stabilized and fat cells calm down, inflammation persists. That's why food quality matters more than just calorie quantity. I want to touch on stress because it is the missing piece that a lot of people miss. Stress isn't just emotional, it's metabolic. When your body is stressed, your nervous system shifts into survival mode. And in survival mode, your body prioritizes immediate energy, blood sugar availability, and safety. But stress hormones like cortisol, they raise blood sugar, increase insulin demand, and intensify cravings. This is why people will say, I eat fine until I'm stressed, and then, right? You gotta grab that sweet or that little pick-me-up. But here's something important. You can be eating the right foods, but if you're eating them in a stressed state, your body actually processes them differently. Stress can blunt your fullness signals, impair digestion, and increase your insulin response. Now, this isn't about eliminating stress. That's not realistic. It's just not in our current world. It's about teaching your body that stress does not mean starvation or danger. Now, some healthy ways to work with stress. Keep in mind, this isn't about doing more. It's about lowering the stress signal your body is responding to. You could try walking because that's going to lower cortisol and improve insulin sensitivity. Some time outdoors, walking outdoors is even better because being outside signals safety to the nervous system. Also, try eating without screens because screens affect what you're noticing. And eating without screens allows fullness hormones to work more effectively. Also, slowing meals is going to stabilize blood sugar. So try not to eat in a rush. If you can, set some time aside. And also breathing, prayer, reflection, journaling, these types of things are good for you. They actually help to calm the nervous system. Also, sleep is one of the most powerful anti-craving tools we have. Late at night, oh, you're hungry again? Oh, you've been binging? Oh, you just need a snack? Try instead just going to bed, okay? Try to get to bed on time also. But keep in mind, stress isn't the enemy. Chronic, unmanaged stress is. All right, so at this point, you might be thinking, okay, I understand the biology. That made sense. But what do I actually do? That's the big question. And this is where diet culture usually jumps in and gives you some rules and extremes and tells you perfection is needed. But your body doesn't need punishment, and it may not read that in the way you intended. Your body needs progressive recalibration. That's why the approach I'm about to walk you through happens in 3 phases. Not because your body is rigid, but because it heals in layers. Now, there's 3 different phases. You don't need to stay in one forever. You move between them as needed, and that flexibility is the goal. So, phase 1, calm cravings and lower insulin. The purpose of this phase is to quiet the noise. This is about relief. For about 2 weeks, sometimes longer if needed, and that's okay, you temporarily are going to remove all the foods that are most likely to spike insulin and cravings. Things like refined grains, potatoes, processed sugar, your favorite sugary drink, those need to be taken out. And you're going to eat real food, proteins like fish, eggs, cheese, nuts, olive oil. Those kinds of real proteins and healthy fats are super important. Also, I want you to include vegetables and legumes. Make sure you're getting in your fiber and that variety of color. You need to make sure you eat enough, but stop when satisfied. If you feel full, take a breath, sit back, and decide if you need to get another plate or not. Try to give yourself a minute and pay attention. Stop when satisfied. That being said, if you're hungry, you can have a snack. Don't feel like you need to be hungry or starving. Pay attention to what your body's asking for, and then choose a healthy snack, like maybe a handful of raw nuts. Cashews are great, instead of a bag of chips or whatever you would normally reach for. Also, movement during this time, it can be gentle, but try to take some walks or just get up and move more than you have been. That's all that's needed, but keep it gentle because this phase should be calming and restorative, not restrictive. In phase 2, we're going to retrain the fat cells and rebuild carb tolerance. The purpose is to rebuild trust with carbohydrates. This phase can last for weeks or months. Both are valid depending on your body and what's needed. Once insulin is calmer, the cells are going to become more responsive, and now you can slowly reintroduce unprocessed carbs like whole grains or some starchy vegetables you may have limited or cut out, and also reincorporate fruit. One at a time, one portion at a time. Be gentle and pay attention. If your cravings increase, that's feedback, not failure. You adjust, let your body settle, and try again later. Determine if that's something you need to have less of, or if it's causing really bad cravings or symptoms you don't like. Maybe it needs to be cut out permanently. Only you will know. This phase is to help your body as it adjusts and settles so that you can restore metabolic flexibility. Now, phase 3, this is long-term freedom with awareness. The purpose is to live your life without fear. This is where dieting ends, and you can reintroduce some processed carbs and sweets mindfully, one food at a time, modest portions, maybe no more than 2 carb servings a day. Just be smart, do what you need to, but pay attention to what is enough and what is too much. Keep in mind also, carbohydrates never replace protein or healthy fats. Just keep it balanced. Eat slowly, without screens, without stress if you can. And if life throws you off, holidays, travel, hard seasons, you don't spiral. You return to balance, and that's confidence. That's what your body needs. Now, I want to give you a few practical craving tools, like things you can use when you are feeling those cravings. When they hit, start with protein, fiber, and fat instead of reaching for something starchy, sweet, or high in carbs. Delay instead of denying. If there's something you really, really want, but you're trying to avoid it, then maybe tell yourself, I'll have it later if I still want it. And if you really do, then maybe you should have it. But also, you could try changing the environment instead of relying on willpower. So let's say your weakness is wanting to swing by your favorite fast food place and grab that thing you just crave and you just want it. Well, maybe put it off till tomorrow. And if you're finding every day you're wanting it, maybe see if you could take a different path home, right? Could you? Or is there anything you could do to help avoid that particular temptation? Give it a try. Also, prioritize sleep. It's so important. Everybody knows it, but it really is. Set a bedtime and get to it. Don't put off bedtime for something unessential. If it's an emergency, if you had a late night activity, if you're at a kid's sport event, I understand. I've got kids, 7 of them. It's busy, but staying up late because I was at my son's wrestling meet that goes on for hours. Ugh, wrestling parents, you hear me? It's intense. That's one reason. That's understandable. Staying up because I need to watch one more episode of... No, that's not reasonable. I've done it. I admit it, but that's what I can say to you. It's not worth it. Shut it off. Get some sleep. Also, try to reduce your stress before assuming you're hungry. Often, we might just be needing to deal with some stress, not actual hunger. That afternoon trip to the vending machine or walk past the fridge in the kitchen just to grab something. Ask yourself, are you really hungry? Or could just getting up and taking a little walk around wherever you're at give you a break and reduce the stress without the need to eat? Just ask yourself and pay attention if you're responding to stress or responding to hunger. All right, so the final truth here is you won't lose weight by cutting calories and starving yourself or chasing fad diets. You lose weight by nourishing your body, calming insulin, reducing inflammation, managing... Just manage your stress, right? Like, it's hard to do that without it being stressful in and of itself. But do what you can. Do your best and try to manage that stress level and rebuild trust with yourself. Your body isn't fighting you. It's protecting you. Please leave a comment. Share this with someone you love that you think it may be helpful. Leave a like, subscribe, and watch this next video because I'm sure it's gonna be helpful. See you soon.